One of the really cool and exciting parts of being in a youth community is the opportunity to run a youth camp. How do you run a killer youth camp? Not a youth camp that kills people, but a youth camp that is where you have a killer time, where it's awesome. The Apostle Paul says of his relationship with the church in Thessalonica, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8, he says these words, "So we cared for you, because we loved you so much, we were delighted to share with you not only the gospel of God, but our lives as well." I reckon in that verse you get a really good glimpse of the way that Paul went about his ministry in that church, and I think it gives us an insight into how we can go about our youth ministries, and in particular our youth camps. Youth camps are an opportunity to share the gospel of God, the good news of Jesus, the message of Jesus' love for sinners, the message of Jesus, that Jesus would go to the cross to deal with our sin and rise again. That message, we've got to preach it on our youth camps. But did you notice he says, not only did we preach the gospel, not only did we share the gospel, but we shared our lives. And I reckon youth camps are a great place where you can share not only the gospel, but also your life as you create this community for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many days. And so as you think about running a killer camp, I reckon there's kind of there's two big elements, I think, to running a killer youth camp. The first one is discipleship. As you think about your camp, work hard to have a camp where you are seeking to grow, mature, solid, firm disciples of Jesus. And so that means you want your Christian kids to come to that camp and fill the camp with lots and lots and lots of opportunities to grow as a Christian. One of the really cool things about that is, though, as you encourage people to be disciples, there will be people who work out they're not yet disciples, and as they work that out, give them the opportunity to respond to the good news of Jesus and start following Jesus by becoming Christian. And so work hard in your program to do lots of gospel-centered, discipleship-focused, Christ-centered, word-based activities that will see disciples grow big and strong in Jesus. And so there's the first thing, as you think about how to run a killer camp, is make much of discipleship and following Jesus. The second thing to do, though, as you think about your camp, is also work hard at the remember when moments. Work hard at the activities that you run. Work hard at having a really good theme. Work hard at just exciting, kind of remember when jokes and in-house type of things, and work really hard at having activities that are executed well. Work really hard at all those things around the outside. Those aren't the things that make people disciples, but those are the things that help to gain relational capital that actually helps the context of making disciples. And so we work hard in the Word, making disciples, number one. And number two, we work hard at having an awesome time around the outside of that. In this blog post below, you'll be able to find just a few little things that I do, and a few programs, and a few things you can download and use, and a PowerPoint presentation from a talk that I've given. And if you've got any questions or comments, please do feel free to leave them below as well. I hope this is useful as you think about running killer camps in your youth ministry. Peace out.